right, I'm just
So welcome back to our shit chat.
where we
It's a
talk
little
about the shit
more,
show that is
yeah,
our world
it,
right now.
it is our world. It is no longer just chit chat. It is now much deeper and smellier and uncomfortable
And
than before.
grosser and
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
100%. Oh, so we talked about some of the things that are just going on and high level, some specific examples. But I think now we wanted to use this time to talk about what are the things that we're doing to keep our sanity, to keep our wits about us, when all of this feels just so overwhelming and depressing at times.
Yeah. It's almost paralyzing
Mm,
at some points when you just see how much is changing, the impacts it can have, and you don't know where to go, where to look, what to do,
yes.
what to think, how to act.
And you
It,
don't also know what you might be missing in this world of technology and algorithms and AI and all of these things that are controlling the news feeds that we have on our devices. It's hard to know, like, am I getting the full story? Am I am I understanding this correctly? Am I educating
yeah,
myself well enough? Or is that part of the creation of the isolation that we're all into?
yeah. And getting bite-sized news headlines, and that's it. It's not enough to understand what's really going on, and I think that's how most people absorb and
Yeah.
get their news. And I'm guilty of it, doom scrolling, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
diving in deeper. But like some of it is Googling, is this real? Is this true? And looking at
Yes.
real news sources, actual news sources, not, some random
Yes.
dot biz or whatever crap people post on Facebook. It's just, I think some of that is the sanity check, which is at the same time also scary when you're like, oh, this is all real. This is all
Yeah.
happening. One of the things, even if the conversations we're having are frustrating and depressing, and maybe I don't come away with any action items, but like the conversation you and I have on a regular basis really
Yeah.
helps, that I have with other friends, like not being afraid to bring some of this stuff up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know we made a few little comments at the end of our last video, but I think the community building is really important right now. Especially finding those female friendships that um it's already hard enough to be a woman on a normal day, let alone adding all of the doom and gloom of the world around us too.
Yeah.
Um, so actually being able to find people that can be your comfort zone, can be your safe zone. I know even in business as a leader, we talk a lot about psychological safety at work.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's a big component of my personal life right now too. Who do I actually feel safe around and can be vulnerable with, without having to feel like I'm going to be attacked or judged or misunderstood or whatever it may be.
Yep. Yeah. One of the things, like it feels like such a small action, but I've seen a lot of these like people speaking up at town halls. I'm like, all right, when's my next town hall? Can I show up?
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. There is none scheduled. So I'm like, fine, I'm gonna contact my congresswoman and be like, you suck.
Yes.
What are you doing? Stand up for us. And it's one thing, right? But I
Right.
feel like it's something.
It's something. And the one small thing always creates that ripple effect, right? Your small thing added with someone else's small thing added with someone else's. It 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 will add up to something.
Yep. Yeah. And, and my husband and I are pretty new to this community, but I've started looking into like charitable organizations. Like maybe I cannot influence anything on a political
Yes.
level at the moment, but maybe I can help a couple people locally.
Yeah. On that note too, I think there's the using your finances as a way to empower your or use your voice as well.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and making sure that you're spending where folks
Your
that
values
have
lie.
exactly where your values lie, where you can make sure that your money is supporting the same types of things that are important to you.
Hmm. Yeah, I know we talked about this. I've shifted almost all of my spending off of Amazon to Costco, Ulta, like wherever I can take my dollars and spend to places that are still supporting DEI initiatives, are supporting still my same. I mean, not that I needed to spend more at Costco, but I am.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I it's I've also just tried to cut back on my spending too,
Yeah,
right?
that too.
If just like, do I really need this thing? Can I survive without
Yep.
it? Um,
Yeah. Do
I hate to
I,
think that I'm gonna need that cash, in a few months if things go really, really south. But
yeah.
that's also something that's running through my mind too, is if I don't need something, I don't think right now is the time that I should be investing outside of my worth or my financial gains here.
Yeah, same. I mean, we've jokingly talked about this, but I'm thinking about ways to think about how to secure my finances from anyone who may take them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, get my gold doubloons. I don't know. Like, how do you you transfer your money? How do you have your
Yes.
finances in a secure way that if God forbid people start getting targeted or whatever it may be, how can you keep yourself safe that way? Even
Yes.
just thinking about these things, I think makes me feel a little bit better or sane when I'm like, all right, I have a plan if I need it.
Yeah, it goes back to that idea of control the controllables. Like some of this is out of our control. A lot of this maybe, but use your money, use your voice, use your typing skills, whatever it may be to be heard, to give that opinion, to give that feedback, and then control what you can within your environment, within your social setting, within your personal life, just generally speaking. Um, Something else that I feel like is such an easy thing to do, but it feels daunting is journaling. Just
Hmm.
writing down your thoughts. How are you feeling? What are you thinking about? What is keeping you up? Um, there was a video that I watched from someone who said, right now is the time to be journaling. If if and when things go really bad, our journals are gonna be the stories that will inform the future generations
Hmm.
of what we went through, of how we survived this, of the hope that's there still of a brighter tomorrow, and just really using journaling not only for your own outlet, but also as a historian, actually writing down those things that
Yeah.
are happening.
And I think sometimes we can get overwhelmed with all the things we want to do. Just like anything, break it down one
Yeah,
thing, pick one thing at a time. Once you do that, then build on it.
yeah,
But otherwise, sometimes it does. It gets overwhelming. Like I want to do all of these things. I want to have, even if it's small in multiple different
yeah,
ways, I want to do it all, but just one action at a time.
100%. Yeah. And then there's always good food. Spoil myself with.
Oh yeah, good food. I'm trying to watch like funny TV shows instead of serious ones.
Yes,
Like,
yes. Oh my gosh. I have gone back to my childhood feel good shows and I'm watching Family Matters over again.
yeah,
Just the things that brought you comfort at one time, bringing those back around is
yeah,
incredibly helpful.
yeah. Whatever you need to do to just, I don't know, feel a little bit better
Yeah.
and shut things off sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, all right, I need to throw my phone
Yes.
away, stop. Like, I can't anymore.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
goodness. So many good ideas. Um, And just again, going back to the very first one, just talking it out. I mean, therapy is probably a really good thing. If we're not all doing it, we should be. Even if
Yes,
it's just therapy
absolutely.
with each other, and not a professional. This is still helpful.
Yeah. This is not the time to feel alone or to not talk to anyone about things.
Yes. Also, PSA, if you are feeling alone, if you are like struggling, please reach out to someone. Now more than ever, it may feel like you are alone or you would be better off not being on this earth. But I implore those that are feeling that way to find someone to talk to that's safe. God, I don't even want to think about the number of people that feel like their world has been flipped upside down and that they can't continue to go on. And there is always light in the day, and there's
Hmm.
always something that we can all look forward to. And if you are someone that's struggling, I hope that you reach out, even to either of us if you're watching this. Like,
Yeah.
drop a line, please. I don't.
Yeah.
We're not alone. We can all get through this together, and there are people that will protect you. Will sit with you. Will stand with you. Will share, and just create the kindness that we need.
Yeah. And the world is better with you in it.
100%. 100%. All right. Well,
All right.
the shit show's over for today.
All
Take
right.
care of you.